give a kid a different avenue to do things, especially with technology, they always want to go further. So why not use it in the classroom?
They've been born into a technology era. They go to it like ducks on water.
Not only could I show a small clip in class, but then put it on our web page and the kids can go home and access it at any time.
It just helped so much to be able to hop on my computer, find a picture, and have them really be able to connect the word with the picture.
When I turned on the electric company and they actually had the silhouette where they actually see the word up there, the people silhouetting and they're putting it together, and they actually see the physical putting together on the screen, it really brought the concept in together.
I love to show electric company the first thing in the morning because these kids come to school with all kinds of emotions. So the electric company music kind of puts everyone at an even keel.
I have embraced technology tenfold, 100-fold.
It's totally changed my teaching, and I think I'm a much better teacher because of it.
There's more than one way to read or write long A. Can you say that?
There's more than one way to read or write long A.
My name is Mariah Landers, and I teach kindergarten and first grade at North Oakland Community Charter School. That's here in Oakland, California. A and Y, when they hang out together, they like to say Oh. What I love about kindergarten is that it lays the foundation for everything. And so it's a really important year in the growth of a child. So A and I, when they are hanging out in first graders, we know this one. When two vowels go up,
Walking, the first one does the talking.
oh my gosh, that's brilliant, awesome. Today we learned the AY and the AI sound. A and Y are hanging out together and they're gonna say what? A. Can we think of some words that are in the A family that have an AI? After I do my whole group lesson, we break into groups and the children rotate. The first group comes to my table, and at my table they're doing reading instruction.
There's more than one way to spell or show the sound A.
What is it?
A-Y, A-Y, or A-I, or A-I. I like to play inside my brain. Every day I'm entertained. I don't complain even when it rains. There are 1,000 different ways to enjoy the day.
There's no computer lab. So what I do have is my own personal laptop. Watch very closely, look down at the bottom for the words. And today we were able to use the electric company's videos, the Jessica rap that has AY and AI. Did you see a word that had the AY? What was so great about today is being able to just instantly access YouTube, and within a matter of seconds I have this rich piece to include in my curriculum. What had a Y?
Play.
Play! Can you make play? There it is, nice job! And we saw immediate hands-on ability to be able to spell words and read and write them. Then from there they rotate into the library, and in the library my students were asked to be detectives, looking for the AY and the AI in words that they were reading. What's really cool about the electric company is that in connection with the video you can download worksheets that are completely tied in with what you're teaching. And today my students worked on 2 worksheets, and again really exciting because they knew the characters on their worksheet, and so they got into it really quickly. You have to just keep reintroducing new ideas. I find that using technology is more motivating. You have to stay relevant to where your students are in life, and here's something that I can use immediately in a small group setting, and they're excited. They're excited to use what they're seeing outside of school in school.
Who are we?
Scholars.
Why are we here?
To learn.
And what are we doing?
We're going, baby.
My name is Ricky Gibbs, 3rd grade teacher, Paragon Mills School of Excellence, located in Nashville, Tennessee.
The silent E. It's the master vowel because when we add it to the end of a word, the word totally changes.
Growing up, I was that child no one wanted in their class until I had that one teacher that turned the light bulb on for me. And once he sparked that in my life, I told myself that I wanted to be that same light in someone else's life.
This morning, we're talking about the E. He's known as the silent E, and he's also known as the ninja of all the vowels.
The electric company actually has elevated our learning experience this year when it comes to basic phonics and things of that nature.
I'd like to introduce you to the ninja of the English alphabet. Silent E. See that glob? Silent E sneaks up on it and pounces, bam, turning glob into globe.
Using the videos, it takes the lesson to another level.
Silent E, it's simple, come on, try with me. Cap, K, at, A. You got it! Yeah!
Just looking at that Silent E anthem, that gets them excited in the lesson, and while we're getting excited in the lesson, they're actually seeing those core concepts that we were learning.
And when I say not and you add the E, what do you get? We get no!
So they get it in the back of their minds, not even knowing that they're already learning. They think they're just watching a song and listening to music. So you begin to really do your teaching before they even know you're teaching.
You have 2 minutes. You and your partner try to make as many words as you can using that silent E.
After you make the connection, it's important that you give them some kind of concrete connection.
Alora, Christina, give it to me.
Kit, kite, pin, pine, bit.
What's the last one?
Bite.
They have 10. That's one I didn't even think of. Bit, bite. Another one they had. Cap, cape. Beautiful job, ladies.
By getting up and getting them involved in the learning process, that just gives them that moment of saying, hey, I'm really good at something. And if I can be really good at this, I can be really good at anything I put my mind to.
Stage, you got it. One more word and this sentence is complete.
We use Jack Bowser for a couple reasons. Not only are we finding the silent E words and complete in sentences, but that also gives us a chance to read that sentence so we can begin practicing reading fluency so we can have fluent readers. Technology is in schools and it's in schools to stay. And as schools get more technology in, I believe that you're going to start seeing test scores go up. You're going to start seeing more effective and more confident students matriculate through schools. And you're going to see happier students.
My name is Tim Mosaskis. I work at PS235 in Brooklyn, New York. Some of you got that the first time. We'll do it one more time before we watch our mystery letter of the day. I love teaching first grade because everything you do with the kids, they're excited about it. You present information to them 15 times in a row. They're still excited. You could do something for the first time and they just really love it. I open the day with slide and drop because that's our new concept. It's a big thing about teaching word study and phonics, about how words are contained within smaller words. We're going to play slide and drop. You're going to get out just the tiles that have the single letters. And then I'm going to give you our sound of the day. So after the slide and drop, I give them those tiles because those tiles relate to what we're doing. So by repeating what is heard on the video, I'm actually making sure they connect that idea so they feel that ownership of like, I can do this. And they sing that little anthem as they work on their desk, and it really gets the idea of sliding a letter, making a word, sliding it out to make another one. So it really takes that concept of slide and drop and makes it concrete.
Tight. Tight. Ait. 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 Tight. Light. Light.
Who could tell me what word we're looking at now? Terrell, what word is this?
Light.
Light. Can you find the ite in that word? Come on up. Use green, please. Technology is something I really wanted to focus on. So as I started thinking about that, I started to look for the resources, figure out how can I get technology into my classroom. And then once I got the smartboard, it all just came together. And the smartboard was able to give me that way, the medium to present the information to the children and just share it. Do you guys agree with him? Yeah. And I started from the very first day, just letting the kids use it, play with it, manipulate it. It really throws the words out there, and you could do things with the words. You could highlight them, you could pull them out, but it just opens up the whole world. Someone told me, what did we have in the beginning of this word? Fr. 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 And then someone else said they saw a word at the end, Mr. Emmett. What word did they see, Jade? 10. I need to find the I sound.
And I know I-G-H-T makes what sound? Ite.
As a teacher, one of my biggest challenges for the last 6 or 7 years is learning to teach children who are English language learners. And today, I was very pleased to see how I called on one of my ESL students to come up. And to my surprise, he went up there and he circled the word right away. And it was just a great sense of pride to me to see that this child who doesn't speak a lot of English is just really immersed himself in the lesson.
Do you agree with that? Yes. Who agrees?
I really find it's just a great classroom management tool as well. Once I got the smartboard and the lecture company going, they're interested, they want to be here, they fight to get in the classrooms because they want to be in this excitement, they want to be in this fun thing that's going on that just happens to be learning.
Slide the 2 L's, now you're on the path. Drop a T-H, you get bath.